think I can make your life so much easier and so much cooler if I gave you a makeover. It's time. It's time to just step it up. And it's like, the things I could do to give you a makeover. Not that you need one.
Hey guys, it's Kaitlin and welcome back to my channel. I am a college lifestyle DIY kind of YouTuber, and today I'm here to show you guys some DIY dorm decor that's inexpensive and aesthetically pleasing for your dorm or your room at home. If you have not seen my first video that you guys absolutely loved, I will put that video in the description so you guys can watch that after this video. I've created 3 DIY projects for you today, so I hope you enjoy what I have to show you. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, definitely do so right now, and if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I have a really exciting announcement coming soon, so stay on the lookout for that. And let me know in the comments what other DIY videos you want to see from me, because I love making these for you guys. So yes, I hope you enjoy today's video, and let's just hop right into it. So for this first DIY, I'm actually really excited for you guys to see this because it turned out so incredibly well. All you're going to need for this project is some stuffing, a couple of water bottles, any glue. I used hot glue, and some LED lights. I know LED lights are super popular these days. Many rooms that I see on TikTok often have LED lights, so I thought I'd implement them into this video. If you're in need of LED lights, I can link the ones I have down below. As you see here, the first step I did was wrap the LED lights around each individual water bottles. This is to make the individual clouds. I wrapped one water bottle at a time and then put stuffing on it. I found this method to be simple, and I just left a little bit of string in between each cloud. Then I grabbed my stuffing and gathered a decent amount for each section of the bottle. Of course, I grabbed my hot glue gun, and if you watched my other video, you would know I had quite a struggle with it, so I tried to take my time and be patient. I had to be extra careful with each and every single portion that I put on the bottle because I didn't want the hot glue to hit the LED lights in case I ever wanted to reuse the LED lights for other projects. Also, be wary of where you put the hot glue because you're using stuffing and the stuffing is a little coarse, so just be aware of where you place the hot glue so you don't burn yourself. After I filled the entire bottle with stuffing, I made sure to leave room for the top because that is where I left room for the next bottle or the next cloud to begin. I repeated this process for the next 2 clouds, and I made sure to leave room in between all 3 clouds so when I place them on the ceiling, they can be far apart from each other or in reasonable distance from each other. I think the hardest part about making these clouds was the process of hanging them on the ceiling. I really didn't know what I was doing. At first, I took twine that I had from my craft bin, but the twine ended up being not what I wanted it to be, and so I switched from the twine to white embroidery floss because it's one, clear on the ceiling because I have white walls and so you won't be able to see the string, and 2, I recognized that the embroidery floss was just a overall better option for me, but it definitely depends on your ceiling and your walls, what color they are, and the durability. So I took some push pins or thumbtacks and I pushed them through the caps of the water bottles, and then I tied each strand to the cloud and to the thumbtack securely enough so that they would stay and not fall. I definitely had a hard time placing them on my ceiling, but definitely be patient with the process. The last step in this process was basically me just covering the empty spots of the water bottle with more stuffing with the hot glue. This definitely came out better than I expected, so if you're looking to do this, this is so fun, and thankfully they haven't fallen from my ceiling yet, which I am very, very grateful for. But if you have the ability to do this, I would 10 out of 10 recommend. So I know this project isn't entirely room decor, but you can also turn these shot glasses into candles. After I recorded this video, I thought that was a possibility, but I ended up not doing it for this video. So for these shot glasses, you'll need some clear casting resin. I got this at Michael's. I also got toothpicks and a shot glass mold that took me a really long time to find, but I ended up getting them on Amazon. What you'll need to do is to pour a 1-to-1 ratio of the 2 bottles that come in the resin package. You'll find all of the things that I purchased in this video down in the description.
Wait, okay, what am I doing?
Mix them together and then mix them.
Oh.
Pour it together.
Okay.
Oh my god, Kayla! Scrape it. Remember to scrape
Okay,
the bottom
scrape
of
the
this.
bottom.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, maybe now mix it. Mix together slowly and thoroughly. Slowly mix for a minimum of 5 minutes. It should be completely clear. No
Right.
swirls or stirring.
Oh.
Stir.
Okay.
Ensure to scrape the walls and bottom of the mix container. Pour immediately after mixing. Let's do 7 minutes because it's minimum.
We mixed the 1-to-1 ratio of the 2 bottles in the resin package for 7 minutes. The package said 5 minutes, but just to be clear and to make all of the bubbles and the swirls out of the mixture, we did it for 7 minutes. We decided to make our mixture clear and to just add some glitter because we didn't know how well this was going to turn out.
Don't put too much though.
Yeah. We should have used the spoon for this.
No, just
For
put
the
it in.
glitter. Oh, and here.
Not here.
You can definitely add any type of hue or dye to the mixture. We just decided to do some clear or silver glitter for the first 2, and then we did purple glitter for the second 2. We stirred the glitter in, and when we thought it was completely finished and mixtured and stirred up, we decided to just put them into the molds. Before you pour the mixture into the molds, you want to make sure what you're stirring has no bubbles, have no swirls, and is completely clear.
Okay, so that won't drip. Be careful.
I then poured the mixture all the way to the top of the mold for the first 2 shots. To add some spice to our basic mold, we just sprinkled some purple glitter on the top of the opaque and clear mixture just to give it some spice and some pizzazz. I then went in with my toothpick just to put the excess glitter into the mold. For the next 2 glasses, I put in the glitter at the bottom of the mold to make the rim the silver glitter, and for the mold we did a red glitter. We then repeated this process for these next 2 glasses, and we allowed the molds to cure for 12 to 24 hours. We allowed the molds to sit for about 16 hours, so overnight. I definitely think that this project also has a patience aspect to it, especially since you have to wait for them to cure, but also with the stirring and the glitter. After waiting the time, the molds settled in and they hardened, and we were able to easily take them out of the molds, and I am pleasantly surprised of how this turned out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we. Wow!
We noticed that the bottom of the shot glasses were a little sharp, so we then took some nail files and filed the bottoms down so they would be less sharp. I would say these are easy and simple to make with some friends, or if you want to give them as gifts. The resin at Michael's was an affordable investment for $19, so you're not breaking the bank with this project. This was really fun to make, and I was able to gift one to one of my friends. So yeah, this was really fun. Took some time out of the winter break to make, so yeah, it was really fun to make. If you know me, you know that I absolutely love music, and I love Spotify so very much, and you know that I love glass animals. So for this next project, I am taking one of my favorite songs and I'm placing it on a glass clear plaque. I took a screenshot of Space Goes Coast to Coast by Glass Animals and then I airdropped that to my computer. I then downloaded the album cover for the song and then I went over to Photoshop to try and recreate what the song looks like on Spotify. This print is going to help you try and trace and recreate the song on the glass plaque. I then exported the final image to my laptop. And then I printed out the image, but I had a little issue with my printer, so I had to print it out in black and white, but I made the most of what I had. Now, in terms of what you need, I just printed out the image, and then you're just gonna need any plaque or piece of glass that comes from a frame. I got this frame like a really long time ago from Goodwill for $1, so this is a really inexpensive way to decorate your room or even give it as a gift. At first I tried to do the project with Sharpies, but the Sharpie didn't really come up on the glass, so I ended up using paint and a paintbrush. You want to align the plaque as best as you can with the printed image, and like I mentioned earlier, you're going to use the print as a guide and a tracing tool to help you paint or Sharpie on your song. To secure my plaque, I just used masking tape, and then after that I just went away with my paintbrush. I wanted to make it as unique as possible, especially since I didn't have the color for my printed image, and so I just made the most of it and made pink, and then I tried to do as much as I could with it, and I tried to be as creative as possible. I didn't really have the correct painting tools for this, especially since I didn't realize I was going to be painting today, so I ended up using a makeup brush, which I don't really recommend, but this also just kind of made it really difficult for me. So this didn't really turn out as well as I wanted it to come out, but it ended up working and I really like it. There's definitely an overlying theme in this video in terms of patience, because I think in every single DIY project you're gonna need some sort of patience. But yeah, that is definitely my recommended tip for you all if you're trying this at home. After I painted all of the little information at the bottom of the song, I then cut out the album cover and then I placed that onto the frame on top of all of the information. Before I glued it on, I realized it was a little plain, especially since it printed in black and white, so I decided to end up using my Sharpie and go in with the letters in pink. I also just used simple Elmer's glue for this project, but I definitely highly recommend using Mod Podge. I just didn't have some with me. To ultimately spice this whole DIY project up, I bought some vinyl because I really liked how this holographic vinyl looked, and especially since kind of a theme in this video is this Glass Animals album, because I love this album so much. But I ended up cutting a little piece of this holographic vinyl for the back of the album cover to just make it a little more spiced up. I didn't really know how this was going to turn out, and with all of the luck I've been having with this, I didn't really know how this was going to turn out, but it actually turned out pretty well, in my opinion. If I had any recommendation for a song, it would be Space Goes Coast to Coast by Glass Animals. As you can see, I love it so much. 10 out of 10 recommend completely. This ended up actually being really cool, and I'm actually really glad how it turned out. Overall, I am really satisfied with the 3 projects that I made in this video. If you happen to recreate any of these projects, make sure to tag me on Instagram or TikTok so I can see all of your recreations. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see any more of these, comment down below. But yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye!